Some men have been trying to control or manipulate women for some time. Take notice and make sure you don't fall victim to these tricks in your relationship. Look for these cues: flattery, behavior change, isolation, controlling, criticism, desertion. Thank you for coming to our channel. Subscribe and leave a comment below saying you subscribe. That way we can respond to your comments quickly. Now let's get to the story. Shadows of Deceit. Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town, lived a charismatic and charming man named Alexander. With his charming demeanor and confident smile, he easily won over the hearts of everyone he met. Among his many admirers was a kind and gentle woman named Emily. Emily was a talented artist, full of dreams and ambitions. She had caught Alexander's eye, and he wasted no time in weaving his manipulative web around her. From the moment they met, he showered her with compliments and gifts, making her feel like the center of his universe. Emily was drawn to his attention, and soon they were inseparable. As days turned into weeks, Emily's friends noticed a change in her behavior. She began to spend less time with them and more with Alexander, who subtly isolated her from her support network. When her friends tried to express their concerns, she brushed them off, convinced that Alexander was the best thing that ever happened to her. However, Alexander's love bombing soon gave way to manipulation. He would cancel plans at the last minute or ignore Emily's calls, leaving her feeling anxious and uncertain. Each time, he would sweet-talk his way back into her heart, convincing her that he was just busy with work or personal matters. One day, Emily noticed a drastic shift in Alexander's behavior. He started criticizing her art, calling it mediocre and unworthy of recognition. Emily was devastated. Her passion for art waned and self-doubt consumed her. Yet Alexander saw this as an opportunity to exert more control over her. He began gaslighting Emily, subtly convincing her that her talent was indeed lacking, making her believe that she was the one with the problem. Emily's confidence crumbled, and she felt utterly dependent on Alexander's validation, even though it was becoming increasingly rare. Alexander's manipulation deepened as he tightened his grip on Emily's life. He started controlling her finances, insisting that he could manage her money better than she ever could. Slowly but surely, Emily found herself entrapped in a web of deceit, unable to see the truth behind Alexander's facade. In her darkest moment of vulnerability, Alexander played his trump card. He threatened to leave her, claiming that she was becoming too clingy and emotionally unstable. Emily's fear of abandonment overpowered her reason, and she begged him to stay. With each passing day, Emily's world revolved more and more around Alexander's wishes and desires. He controlled her every move, convincing her that she couldn't trust her own judgment and that he always knew what was best for her. While Emily was ensuring she catered to Alexander's every wish, he began to have to arrive late for every event they had planned, sometimes going missing for hours on end. Whenever Emily asked if he would be home on time, he would get angry and tell her his project at work was taking up so much of his time. This went on for over 2 months. With the amount of time Alexander was spending at work, Emily engrossed herself in her painting and landed a new contract with a healthy bonus at the local art gallery. Emily stated to have visions of building a family with Alexander. One day, Emily arrived and noticed that Alexander's closet and dresser were empty. She called his number and it rolled to voicemail. This started to worry her, considering they had dinner plans. Day turned to night and night turned to morning, but still no Alexander. She called his job and they said he quit working there over 2 months ago. Her eyes began to water as her phone ranged. It was the local bank calling her to let her know that her monthly mortgage had been returned for insufficient funds. She replied, "This can't be, she just deposited a large sum over 2 months ago." The caller replied, "The other person on the account, named Alexander, just made a withdrawal of $235,000, 32 cents yesterday." Emily fell to her knees and yelled, "Why?" In the end, Emily learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of manipulation and the importance of surrounding oneself with genuine love and support. As for Alexander, his web of deceit would soon ensnare another unsuspecting victim, leaving a trail of broken hearts in his wake. Will you be his next victim? If you would like to hear more stories like this, subscribe below and hit the bell to be notified when we release our next story. Always remember, believe people are who they show you they are. Don't make them who you want them to be. Also, tell us you subscribe below and leave a comment about where you think Emily went wrong. Until our next video. Goodbye.